Stretching across the northeastern shoulder of our vast and varied land lies the wondrous domain of the Seven Sisters: Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh. Lush jade and emerald forests vie for attention with sparkling rivers and dancing waterfalls that interlace the formidable mountainscapes. Embracing 2.5 lakh square kilometers, that is 8% of the total area of our country, this region is endowed with a wealth of natural resources. But until a few decades ago, these remained virtually untapped. A haven of myriads of rare birds, beasts, and exotic flora, this mystical land has nurtured the brave and sturdy hill folk, steeped in centuries of rich culture and tradition. Geographical isolation, coupled with various social, political and historical factors, had cut off the area from the mainstream of India's progress and development. The people of the region were still socially and economically backward when we won our independence. But a series of judicious development projects taken up by the Government of India and other allied agencies have helped change the scenario. Playing a major role in the region's saga of progress has been the Northeastern Council, which has its headquarters in Shillong.
The Northeastern Council was set up in 1971 under an Act of Parliament. The members of the Council are the Chief Ministers and the Governors of the 7 Northeastern states. It was basically meant to be an advisory body and also a forum in which the 7 states would discuss certain common problems in the social and economic fields. Of course, over a period of time, it has developed not only as an advisory body, a planning body, but also a coordinating body for certain programs, and it has also taken on a funding function. In fact, when it was inaugurated in August 1973, the then Prime Minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, had described the main objective of the Council by saying that the existence of a number of political units in the northeastern region should not stand in the way of the economic development of the region. And that's why the Government of India thought of a body that would hasten the economic integration of the northeastern area with the rest of the economy. And that was the main purpose of this forum.
Hazardous terrain, together with the lack of proper transport facilities, have been the most difficult hurdles in the process of creating communication links in the northeastern region. Inadequate road links not only isolate large areas, but constantly hamper the smooth flow of traffic. Naturally, therefore, the Northeastern Council has been giving high priority to transport and communication from the very outset. But the task is extremely difficult, usually involving high-risk digging operations to cut through massive hills and rock formations. Added to this are natural impediments like heavy rains for nearly half the year, which bring in their wake floods and landslides. Nevertheless, road construction has been taken up on a war footing in all the 7 states of the Northeast. The construction near Tezpur of the Kalia Bridge, the second to span the mighty river Brahmaputra, and its inauguration in 1987 was a milestone in the region's vital transport and communication arena. Following its major contribution towards the Kalia project, which was entirely funded by the NEC and implemented by the railways, the Northeastern Council is presently engaged in a rail-cum-road bridge across the Brahmaputra. This bridge at Jogikopa, near Goalpara in Assam, will provide a major and much-needed link with Guwahati, and this will considerably ease the region's communication problems.
I am Sharma, Deputy Chief Engineer, reporting from Brahmaputra Bridge project site at Jogikopa. This bridge is a part of alternative link between Jogikopa to Guwahati, and it will be connecting National Highway 31B on the north side to National Highway 37 on the south, as well as it will also be providing a railway link having the broad gauge pattern up to Guwahati with a length of 144 kilometers. The total project cost including that of the line is 440 crores, and the bridge alone is nearly 210 crore rupees approximately. The cost of the bridge is being shared between Ministry of Railways, Ministry of Surface Transport, as well as by Northeastern Council. The bridge is having a length of 2.35 kilometers and divided into 20 main spans. The bridge is having 2 railway lines as well as 2 roads, and the foundations of this particular bridge are required to go as deep as about nearly 70 meters below the low water levels here.
I think the major contributions of the Northeastern Council so far have been in the field of power and also communications. Power, for example, the Kopili project, 150 megawatts, is the mainstay of the power system in the Northeastern region. We also have the large Ranganadi project coming up in Arunachal Pradesh, 400 megawatts. We have the major Doyang project coming up in Nagaland, that's another 250 megawatts.
The Northeastern Power Corporation came into being in 1976. A major activity funded by the Council was NITCO's implementation of the impressive Kopili hydroelectric project and its associated transmission system. The 150 megawatt capacity Kopili project, comprising 2 power stations, has played a significant role in meeting the power requirements of the entire region since its commissioning. Power from this project is presently fed to Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh and Tripura through the transmission schemes constructed by NIPCO. The Kopili project has also contributed in large measure towards the socio-economic upliftment of the backward and tribal areas. The 75 megawatt Deyang hydroelectric project is being developed in Nagaland.
I am Kunjayapan Chief Engineer, Ranganadi Hydroelectric Projects, reporting from Yai village on the bank of Dikalam River. This project is financed by NEC and is being executed by the Northeastern Electric Power Corporation. The project envisages the construction of a 62-meter high dam across Ranga River near 41 kilometers of Kimin Zero Road and diverting the water through a tunnel 9.7 kilometer long and 6.8 meter diameter. The powerhouse will be located at Yai village with 3 units of 135 megawatt each.
Whilst here in Arunachal Pradesh, the 405 megawatt capacity Ranganadi Hydel project is fast taking shape. the Hundong cement factory is an impressive undertaking of the government of Manipur and part of Manipur Cements Limited. Sponsored by the Northeastern Council, the factory was put up by the Northeastern Industrial and Technical Consultancy Organization NITCO, Guwahati. Though small, it is a sure step towards the socio-economic welfare of the people.
My name is Panihar Singh. I am Executive Engineer, Loktak Development Authority. I am speaking now from the dredging site of Loktak Lake, which is near the Ningthokong village. This project is partly sponsored by the Northeastern Council. The total cost of the project will be about 92.6 crores.
The Loktak Lake is a part and parcel of the life and culture of Manipur. With a dry water spread of 276 square kilometers and high flood coverage of 516 square kilometers, the Loktak Lake is the source of power generation in the Manipur Valley through the Loktak Hydroelectric Power Station. But unfortunately, this huge lake and its ecological system is presently beset by numerous problems like heavy siltation and weed growth, loss of storage capacity, flooding of agricultural land and villages. The Northeastern Council has stepped in with a scheme for a comprehensive survey and investigation to arrive at remedial measures.
Another major contribution of the Northeastern Council in the Northeast, I would think, is the establishment of a number of regional institutions. Now we have a medical college at Imphal, we have an engineering college at Itanagar in Arunachal Pradesh. We have supported institutions in forestry, in survey. We have supported a dental college. We have a very prestigious Northeastern Police Academy near Shillong.
The Northeastern Police Academy has been established under the auspices of the Northeastern Council to impart training to policemen drawn from all the northeastern states. While setting up new colleges and institutes, the NEC is equally helping to expand and modernize existing institutions. It is hoped that the severe shortage of technical and non-technical manpower will be overcome through careful planning and funding. Health and medical services have a direct bearing on the general well-being and standard of living of any community. The Northeastern Council has therefore been playing an active role not only in extending such facilities, but creating a greater awareness amongst the people of the region. The reputed Pasteur Institute in Shillong has received considerable financial assistance from the Council. This has not only made available research facilities to the students, but helped set up the entire AIDS cell. The Council took the initiative of starting facilities for the rehabilitation of the physically handicapped in the northeastern states. A number of pilot artificial limbs fitting centers and rehabilitation centers were established in each of the 7 states. The NEC has also been promoting pharmacological studies at the well-known Institute of Pharmacy in Manipur.
All these normal pelvis are falling under 4 categories. One is
The Regional College of Nursing, Guwahati, was established as part of the NEC scheme under the administrative control of the Government of Assam in December 1977. The college offers 2- and 4-year BSc nursing courses and attracts students from all the 7 northeastern states. Noted for its excellent teaching program, students are taught not only through classroom lectures but given hands-on training. Dietetics, nutrition and different aspects of patient care are a part of the curriculum.
Afterwards, you ask the patient if she is comfortable, and if she is so, you take the bandage and you wrap it around.
Students are also required to go out and work in hospitals and at urban and rural health centers. Community surveys, nutritional education, family planning and mother and child care are some of the activities they undertake at the rural centers. Through their interaction with them, the students often motivate the villagers to take up healthcare programs as extension workers.
Boys and girls, I would like to talk to you today.
The Regional Dental College, Guwahati, was established in 1982 under the Council's scheme. Once again, students come from the entire northeastern region to study dentistry and to specialize in any of its aspects.
Early years of life and the permanent dentition at a later stage. The primary dentition begins at the age of 6 months on the average, and it consists of 20 teeth. The permanent dentition begins at the age of 6 years after birth.
Apart from studying theory, students gain experience through the actual treatment of patients.
This is Northeastern Regional Institute of Science and Technology, an institute set up by the Government of India through Northeastern Council to train the students of the 7 states of the Northeastern region. We have 3 modules here. Each module is a 2-year module. 3 modules are the certificate, diploma and the degree module. We are having 2 streams of training. In the engineering section we have the electrical, electronics, computers, civil, mechanical and agriculture, whereas in the applied science stream we have the forestry section. The students are allowed to go out after each module, or depending on their performance and the admission criteria they can go to the higher module. So a person joining at certificate level can go to diploma and later to degree and graduate with a degree certificate.
Nirjuli Itanagar in Arunachal Pradesh is understandably proud of the Northeastern Regional Institute of Science and Technology. Perhaps the biggest project of the Northeastern Council in the sphere of human resources development, this is a unique institute with sophisticated facilities and unconventional, innovative academic structure.
I am Vijay Vittal, representing the faculty of the Mechanical Engineering. In Mechanical Engineering, in NEERIST, we offer the 2 branches which needs the technical problems of this particular region. That is, one is refrigeration and air conditioning, and the second is production. In the case of refrigeration and air conditioning, we give the students right from the beginning of the refrigeration, that is the components wise, and towards we lead them to a construction of an air conditioned plants. And then in the production we give them training in welding and then fitting and the fabrication techniques like forging and lathe and related workshops. So that the main idea of the mechanical engineering, we started here to give them the technical background first and then to put the theoretical background, so that both the manpower, that is as well as technically as well as theoretically sound people can be generated to need the to cater the services for this particular any region.
The various laboratories are not only well equipped, but modern techniques are constantly introduced to keep students abreast of latest developments. The fully residential courses give the students ample scope for integrated personality development through studying and relaxing together, whilst also closely interacting with their teachers. The Regional Science Centre at Khanapara, Guwahati, has been set up by the National Council of Science Museums, Government of India, in collaboration with the Assam Government and the North Eastern Council. The basic aim of the centre is to popularize science amongst lay people and to make it particularly attractive to young children. There are permanent galleries for various sections like earth science, base science, forests, and fun science and so on. The highlight of the centre is the active participation of visitors, especially small children. The idea is to make the learning of science fun, and it's been a great success. Apart from taking their mobile science exhibition to different schools, the centre also conducts workshops where children learn to make their own kits and exhibits, a marvellous hobby centre for delighted kids. The northeastern region provides excellent scope for inland fishery. Diverse topographical and climatic features contribute to the rich and varied fishery resources of the area. Blessed with two major river systems like the Barak and Brahmaputra, the potential for fish production is immense. The Regional Fisheries Training Institute at Amranga, Kamrup district has been providing excellent support in developing this industry.
I am Dr. Sinha, Advisor Fisheries to the Northeastern Council. This Regional Fisheries Training Institute was created by this council during the 7th plan period with the intention of imparting training to the in-service officers of the 7 states of this region. To make fisheries really meaningful, it is essential that the scientific technologies percolate down to the grassroots level, that is the fish farmers. The in-service officers who are trained here, they would work as extension personnel and transfer the scientific technologies to the farmers of this region.
The main thrust of the institute is to introduce the latest and most scientific methods to boost fish production. But another important objective is to train extension workers who will take valuable knowledge and information to the grassroots level.
I am Suleiman Chaudhary, Director of this institute. This institute train up in-service personnel of the Fisheries Department of the Northeastern region. In this laboratory of the institute, at present, we are taking up some experiments to find out the physico-chemical parameters of various water bodies so that it can be improved by applying fertilizers and lime to boost up fish production in the farmer's tank.
Apart from lectures and demonstrations, audiovisual aids make the courses more interesting and meaningful. This popular institute trains extension workers from all the 7 states.
For life itself.
But it must be remembered one thing, that the funding of the Northeastern Council is over and above what the 7 states are getting directly from the Planning Commission for their own plan programs. And so in that respect, the Northeastern Council's role, as far as the charter is concerned, it's a limited role. As far as the funding is concerned also, it is restricted funding. I would say that the direct responsibility for development and the major role is being played by the 7 states. As far as implementing the schemes are concerned, this is an important aspect. The Northeastern Council does not have any apparatus for implementing the schemes itself. So the schemes are being implemented either through central government or state government agencies.
Animal husbandry has been a key area of development. The Northeastern Council has sponsored and funded numerous schemes to improve the quality of livestock and breeding techniques. At Jaluki in Nagaland, a buffalo development project, as well as the regional brown Swiss cattle breeding farm, are running very successfully. In Shillong, pig breeding has been taken up on a very scientific basis. High standards of hygiene and the regular monitoring of animals by vets and trained personnel ensure excellent quality and marketability. Poultry farming is yet another lucrative activity. At such farms, once again, each bird is regularly checked at every stage from the time it is hatched. Such activities, apart from the obvious financial gains through selling farm produce, are opening up employment opportunities for many. Agriculture forms the backbone of the northeastern region. The NEC has therefore been laying considerable stress on agriculture and other allied sectors, together with irrigation, flood control, and soil and water management programs. The State Department of Agriculture, Government of Tripura, took up a series of experiments to standardize agro-techniques for the cultivation of potatoes using the hybrid true potato seed TPS.
I am Shen Chaudhary, advisor to the Government of Tripura in Agriculture, reporting from the Horticultural Research Complex, Nagichara. We are in the midst of implementation of a project financed by the Northeastern Council for production of hybrid TPS or true potato seed. The true potato seed is a cheap and viable alternative to the conventional seed potato. This is much cheaper because one needs only 100 grams of TPS as against 2000 kilograms of seed potato to sow 1 hectare. Cost-wise, you need only 1000 rupees as seed as against 10,000 to 12,000 rupees for conventional seed potato.
The hybrid true potato seed is also free from many viral diseases and capable of giving higher yield because these are hybrids.
From the humble yet nourishing potato, let's move on to the exotic world of mushrooms. Always a gourmet's delight, the mushroom is fast gaining popularity as a health food, rich in protein and other elements. The Northeastern Council has helped finance the establishment of a regional mushroom spawn production lab. And now for a look at an extraordinary and precious plant. Dioscorea floribunda is a climber, producing a special type of yam. And this yam contains the rare chemical diosgenin. All sorts of steroids, hormones and cortisone are derived from diosgenin. It is also used in the manufacture of a number of life-saving and anti-fertility drugs. And thus far, absolutely no synthetic substitute has been found. A flourishing trade has been spearheaded by the Tripura Tea Development Corporation Limited. A central tea processing factory of the TTDC Limited has been started at Durgabadi with the objective of producing green leaf from its own garden near Agartala. 6 other tea estates are being managed by the government of Tripura and TTDC, and the green leaf from these gardens are also processed at the factory. The council provided financial aid to TTDC through the state's industry department, and the sophisticated manufacturing systems at the factory became operational only recently. It is expected that the factory will go a long way in promoting the industrial stability not only of Tripura but the entire northeastern region. The legendary beauty of the northeastern states owes a great deal to the endless variety of animal and bird life, to the medicinal herbs and plants, and the array of beautiful flowers. To add to this extraordinary wealth of nature's bounty, we find the most fascinating range of orchids in these states. Not only do the subtle hues and brilliant designs captivate the eye, but these orchids are today being exported far and wide, earning for the country precious foreign exchange. The Northeastern Council once again has been participating in this astute scheme as a part of their efforts to improve the quality of life of the people.
Although we are closely monitoring these schemes and we have got various systems for monitoring, it is a fact that here and there have been certain problems. These problems pertain to the difficult terrain that we are working in. These pertain also to the fact that communications are not very good in the northeastern region. And when it is a question of sending professionals or experts, when it is a question of getting good contractors to implement some of these projects, these factors do stand in the way and we may not be able to get the very best, and as a result of which schemes are also delayed because of all these factors. It must be remembered that in the northeast also we have 5 to 6 months of heavy rain, so the working season also is short. So I would say that here and there have been problems of cost overruns, time overruns, and here and there have been some problems in implementation. But we in the Northeastern Council are doing our very best to improve the institutional capacity of some of these agencies, and also to have better control and monitoring over some of these programs.
We have come to the end of our sojourn in the realm of the Seven Sisters. But when you go there next, remember to delve into the heart of this mystical land. As you celebrate the pageant of nature's bounty, you will also find a warm and beautiful people. A people who cherish their rich and ancient heritage with all their hearts, but who also open their arms to embrace a future we are all reaching for, a future that is vital and fulfilling.
Kura